Hey everyone, Daniela Lara here. I am back with another movie review video, and this time I'm going to be reviewing the sequel to Disney and Pixar's Cars. And today this sequel is Cars 2. All right. I know people are probably going to kill me or criticize me for saying this, but I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I actually enjoyed this sequel. I actually did. I thought it was a really cool sequel in its own way. Okay, I get it. Some people are not happy with how it turned out. Some people don't like the idea of Mater being the main character and having a lot of spy stuff in it, especially all the killing scenes and the shootings and guns where, especially those scenes where Leland, Turbo, and Rod Redline are killed brutally. And I know that probably might have traumatized some people, but here's the thing. I get that I get that not all sequels are, the way some people want them to be, but here's what I think. I think Pixar tried to do something different. I feel like they were trying something new. I don't think they meant to like do anything bad or anything. Yeah. Okay. I know how like some people think that this sequel is like more of a one of those Mater's tall tales and but longer. I know I can kind of see that, but or people saying that this is like a spin-off or than a sequel. I really don't care, honestly. I don't care how anybody sees it. I think it's a good sequel in its own way. I have nothing against it, and I feel like this is an overhated film. Okay, I will admit that it may have a few flaws here and there, and maybe some things could have been improved, and perhaps maybe a little bit more development with the characters, especially the villains and some of the ones added. But I don't think this movie is as bad as most people say it is. I think it is a cult already, like the first film and all that. So in this sequel, we see how Lightning McQueen and Mater, you know, they travel around the world for the World Grand Prix, and how they meet Finn McMissile and Holly Shiftwell and Francesco Bernoulli, who is he starts off also as a rival of Lightning, like Chick Hicks. And speaking of that, actually, I noticed that in this sequel, the villains are far more evil. Chick Hicks was technically supposed to be a villain in the first Cars film. I mean, I don't really think he was evil. I just thought he was just a rival, just somebody who likes to be very competitive and, always wanting to win all the time and all that. But here we see how Professor Zundap and his gang trying to kill Lightning McQueen, and putting a bomb on Mater and, using all in all fuel on the racers, causing their engines to blow up. And I know that can be very brutal or, a little too much for some people, but, I mean, I'm going to be honest here. I didn't really expect any of that to happen either, but I was surprised, I didn't know it was going to be like that, but I thought it was pretty interesting to add. I mean, I understand that this is supposed to, like, some people say that, like, that some of the scenes were a little too much for some children, but I still see some people who enjoy it, so I'm glad. And, as I said before, the sequel doesn't have to be perfect, but I just think it's really good. And I've also been hearing people say that the third Cars film is better, more improving, but I know how, like, the thing about the third film is that it had more, like, it had more, like, it had more connections with the first film. But you know what? I'm not gonna get into more details with the third Cars film because I'm saving that for another review. And I agree. Even though I still think Cars 2 is a decent sequel, I don't think it's that bad. and I think it's worth a watch, okay? So, yeah, I know a lot of people hate this film, but please don't judge me or anything. Please don't. This is my opinion on Cars 2. You can have your own opinion, but as I said before, all negative opinions must be kept to themselves, okay? If I see any hate comments on either this film or any other film I like that a lot of people don't like, for example, Home on the Range, anything like that, if I see any hate comments on any of those films, I will remove them, and that user will be blocked. I'm sorry, but it has to be done. But yeah, okay. So yeah, as I said before, I enjoyed Cars 2. It is a good watch. It's especially like a comeback to like those action-packed movies we had from the past, and like the James Bond films. I guess a lot of people compare it to a lot of James Bond films. Don't blame them, but I think this is more like kid friendly than those. I'm sorry. I even thought this movie. Well, I do understand. I know even if a lot of people don't like this film, I will admit though, I find this movie so much better than Brave. And I know I may owe an apology to anybody who liked Brave, but I'm not really a fan of it. I'm so sorry. I have my own reasons for that, but I'm not going to talk about it and probably not going to review it anytime soon. I'm so sorry. Really sorry. No offense to anybody. But anyways, yeah. I think this is probably going to conclude my review for Cars 2. And next time I'm going to be reviewing Cars 3. And I will also probably consider doing planes in the future, because I feel that planes, I'm not going to discuss it now because I don't want to waste too much time here. But yeah, Cars 2 is something I can recommend for those who are fans of cars. Even if somebody's not really a fan of it, I could at least give it a try if they wanted to, if they find all this action stuff interesting. I think it's pretty interesting and pretty cool to have that, because it's one of those things that can make it entertaining, as long as there's not, because only thing I don't like is too much blood, gore. I don't like that. I don't really like that. I'm sorry. I thought this feels more my type, so yeah, I definitely recommend it. So that's gonna be it for this video, because I have to think about what else I want to review. And yeah, hope you guys like this video. Make sure to hit that notification bell and click that thumbs up and subscribe if you want more videos. And yeah, this is Daniela Lara signing out. Bye everyone.